I must get my daughter out of here, but first let me change this hat.
I can't just leave this hat. It's so beautiful.
Oh. Look at all that like display of just wine and whiskey together.
I'm sort considering how much beer we've seen around here, I'm starting to wonder if this town wasn't a massive alcohol center.
Doesn't seem like there was much else to it, gambling and alcohol, but just outside Las Vegas. So I'm not going to use that magazine. There's only 1 or 2 magazines in the Dead Rising games I actually use anyway. And the durability ones, it's not like in Dead Rising 1 where you could get the mini chainsaw, get a couple of books, and then carry yourself throughout the whole game.
You can find a lot of different magazines. They have like a range for everything from driving to domestics, which is like using furniture. Which is interesting that they have that choice.
And some
Fine
give you PP bonuses and such.
Generally, what people always go for with magazines is the leadership magazine, which is like in every game.
Yeah. I didn't mention it earlier on, but if you've ever played Dead Rising 1 but didn't play 2 for whatever reason, the Survivor AI in Dead Rising 1 was the biggest fucking pain. In Dead Rising 2, they are not just good, they're effective. They will carry themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can just run through the level, they'll keep pace.
They're generally best kept with a firearm.
Yeah. Unless you want to kick their asses.
Yeah, in which case, take away the firearm. Just take it away.
And give them a bucket.
Give them. I don't actually think you can give them combo weapons in Dead Rising Case Zero and Dead Rising 2. They just won't accept them. I'm not sure if
yes, but I just said just a bucket. A plain old bucket. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know you could use this.
Neither did I, actually. Never
Oh.
tried before.
Oh, God.
It helped.
That...
The zombie corpses can get a little funny around stuff like this.
Out of my way, citizens. I am Chuck Green. I have things to hustle and something. I have a daughter to save.
By the by, because I was talking about how the later games are going to go, but I didn't get all the way, and I'm sorry to bring it up way later, but this one is done post-commentary. We're not playing the game right now, obviously, but the rest of the stuff will be all done live.
Snake is lying, he is actually just this good.
Yeah, that editing you saw earlier on, I was just speedrunning. I knew a trick where I can go in, place the item, and get back out in the loading screen.
Actually, Capcom went back and sort of took out most of the loading times, kind of like what they were doing with Dead Rising 3.
Considering, did Rockstar just bring up a point? Did they ever say no? We're not bringing GTA 5 to PC.
No, they never said that.
They never said that outright. Oh
no, they didn't.
Someone was bollocking me then because someone said they explicitly said we're not bringing it to PC, and then their announcement was basically, "Hey, here's how it's going to be really good on PC."
No, they never said that it's never coming to PC. It's just it was about at the same time in between the console version and the PC version, like GTA 4.
But it was also the Dead Rising. All right, just for another exclusivity thing, like the Dead Rising 3 being exclusive to Xbox One. Well, now it has exclusive DLC.
It's console exclusive still.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Oh, this weapon is a lovely thing.
It's a lovely thing, and also in this demo, it's probably the most PP you can get.
Yes. As soon as I get a new computer, though, I'd love to play Dead Rising 3, because there's no way I'm going to be able to play that with my setup anyway, when it comes out.
Dead Rising 2 is really finely optimized. Dead Rising, off the record, is not.
No, it isn't, and that really pissed me off the first time.
I'm not sure how I mitigated fall damage then.
The bench.
With manliness and the suit.
That is actually a thing. Sometimes, if you go against an item you can pick up and you land on it, for some reason it negates damage. It's odd.
Don't use whiskey as a weapon.
I wanted to throw it around, okay? If I want to throw it around, I'll throw it around.
It's a waste of good whiskey.
Also, there was a DIY shop in town. I'm just going to say something that's disappointing about this series, in that the chainsaw has never been good in this series. The mini chainsaw, yes, but the chainsaw itself, no.
Yeah, the base chainsaw.
It's always been just kind of shoddy. Slow start up, awkward swing.
There are many people who have made magazine sort of loadouts in Dead Rising 1 where if you have the mini chainsaw, you can get like 1 or 2 magazines which make it indestructible.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Also, this electricity effect works when thrown, which is nice.
Man, you've killed 200 zombies, you monster.
You know, in Dead Rising 1, I actually did get, like, the 7-Day Survivor achievement, and I got the genocide achievement to get... So basically, the real Mega Buster and the fucking laser sword, and that just became, like, what I'd use in the rest of my runs of that game.
Yeah.
Oh, if you just, like, I did actually record the whole of Dead Rising 1 once, and I've got the raws up somewhere.
Oh.
I can probably link them. So this is the police station area. It serves no purpose to the rest of the game. It's just, there's a shotgun here. And it's the only area in this game I'm aware of where you can get a pie. Or maybe you can get them in the diner as well.
Those policemen love their pies.
They love their pies.
And donuts.
There's no donuts in here though, I don't think.
No, you can't get donuts.
You can get donuts in Dead Rising 2, but donuts weren't here yet. They weren't programmed. I was really hoping that would be like someone we'd see later on, but no.
No, they're just workers who...
Maybe photos of the dev team that
Yep.
did for a laugh.
Haha. Also, I noticed you dished your powerful combo weapon, Snake. Why?
I just wanted to burn through as many weapons as possible just so they all get a little bit of a showing. But I'm not going to use the serving tray. Fuck the serving tray.
Yeah.
Of course, being the South, this is a jail that only has like 1 cell.
Well, it's just a holding cell until they decide what to do with you.
Probably, yeah.
It's just a police station.
We should make him squeal like a piggy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Police station, jail.
Yeah. And right across the road from the gas station. I didn't throw that far enough. You get, like, upgrades to your throwing abilities as you level up. Like, you just get core base abilities, and then you get skills, which allow you to do more attacks and such.
What'd be funny is that police station was right next to the gun store.
I think then I just went inside to reset something. Oh yeah, I went inside to reset because, yeah, I wanted Bob, because, like, sometimes I think, like, the new survivors don't load in, so you have to, like, go out of the map and then go back in to reset it, so Bob will hail you down and say, oh, there's survivors now.
Yeah, it's not like in when you play the main game, because you have, like, your walkie-talkie or something, and because you're going another area, like, Stacy will immediately tell you about new survivors, and you can just go back in the previous area. But I think because this is, like, entirely one map, it's not going to load.
Like, I had to reset Bob.
Well, Chuck is gonna have to help out some ladies. My ladies.
Yep. And they're in the bowling alley. Maybe I can impress them with my skills.
You're cheating, you mean?
Cheating is a skill, Swede.
Too.
And, like, no one knows I cheated because no one saw it.
I see what you mean. That suit has really affected you. You really are a hustler and a liar.
I'm not a hustler, I'm a huckster. There's
Whatever.
a difference. You know, in a zombie-infested world, you kind of have to zombie-proof stuff. You have to be ready for it.
Generally, you will find a lot of survivors who are very questionable in their intelligence.
Yeah, like, quite a few survivors throughout the game demand stuff from you to save them. It gets really fucking egregious. Like, I'm just gonna spoil it now. One survivor in Dead Rising 2 just demands, like, 100,000 to fucking follow you to safety.
Holy... You see, there's no reason you can't try to make money in the zombie apocalypse.
This one at least kind of makes sense, because, like, we won't leave without our friend. But it's still a little bit of hassle. Also, I just found out something completely accidentally. Look! It winds up! I never knew that before!
Oh.
Never tried it!
Oh god.
Now it's all coming together now.
But it doesn't improve your game whatsoever.
No, but I didn't wind it up all the way, though.
Oh god, this animation.
Ooh.
And you still didn't get a strike.
Hey,
I'm gonna blame wonky physics.
he did better than Swede.
Yeah, I was closer.
But
True.
he still failed.
You see, now I'm gonna have to try that with different weapons, see if it has different effects, or if it's just the bowling ball, because... I mean, like, it's not just loads of weapons. The weapons do actually operate differently. And some have little things to them. Which is nice. It's not just like, well, you have loads of different items, but they're all basically the same, so what's the point? They operate in their own little ways. Like, let's take the pitchfork, for instance. I'm going to show it off now. Here's a light attack, and here's a heavy attack.
Ooh.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're not like not a lot of. It's very rarely you'll find like a reskin weapon in Dead Rising. They all have different functions, different purposes, and they all are mostly useful.
A boomstick.
That is fucking awesome.
Yes.
A finest combination weapon. A boomstick.
I mean, rip and tear, you son of a bitch. That is so cool. Kind of worthless on, like, there's some combo weapons which are only useful on zombies, so you shouldn't bring them to boss fights. That is another thing about, like, the big kind of point about Dead Rising, like, the most enjoyable part of the gameplay is the Psychopath fights, but it's mostly about preparation.
Yeah, sadly with this weapon is that even when you get, like, the combo card, if you go to aim, he throws it like a spear rather than actually, shooting it.
Which is annoying.
It still looks good.
It still looks good, but it's kind of like, well, you've just taken away all the functionality of a shotgun, really.
Also, it has more shots for some reason this time around. 30.
Well, you see, he keeps them in the pitchfork.
Yep.
And leveling up. When you level up, you get all your health back, which is handy. We also get new stuff. In this case, it was just an inventory increase and a combo card. For a weapon I'm rarely going to use.
Yeah, the drill bucket, it looks cool, but it's really, really useless.
Actually, let's think about this LP for a second, okay? This was played on Xbox 360 because it's exclusive. Me and Goth are going to play Off the Record on a PS3, and me and Swede are going to be playing Dead Rising 2 on PC. You know, we're cross-platform, if anything else.
We're covering stuff.
I didn't even notice that. That's very good.
Yeah, we got everything. We got it all.
Yeah, we're not just dedicated to one system. We love all. Not really, but there we go.
Well, me and Swede are PC Master Race. Faggots,
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah. We proclaim ourselves as that.
Even though I like PC as well, so
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you do though.
yes.
Fistful of Frags is great.
There will generally be some survivors who do want Zombrex.
That's why I had to buy the extra Zombrex, because you need that to convince her to come with you.
Oh
Also,
man.
this is another thing. There are some survivors that need to be carried. In Dead Rising 1, this was a godsend, because it meant you didn't have to deal with their shitty AI. It just meant, oh, thank God. It's like a really bad sign when you're happier having to actually physically heft someone than depend on them to survive.
Well, Snake, look here now. Chuck is being a real manly man now. He's carrying the fine lady.
He's a gentleman.
Yes.
Also,
You
zombies, you saw me run into zombies there and they get stumbled. Some weapons also have that same property. Like, you just barge into a zombie, they just get, stumbled by it. Which is nice.
With the chainsaw, it will slice him.
Yeah, which is that's the one saving grace to a chainsaw to me.
Also, when you are carrying someone, you won't be grappled. You can still get hit, but you won't be grappled.
You also get some kind of weak sauce kick.
Ladies?
Maybe you should stop standing on that corpse and proclaiming the situation isn't sexy. Like, step off the corpse and then reevaluate.
Your life.
No, I mean, if you're in a zombie survival situation, you don't really have to evaluate for that long to realize it's probably not that great.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, but, funny thing is, in the Dead Rising universe, a lot of there is an apocalypse going on, but a lot of civilization hasn't completely broken down.
Yeah, in Dead Rising 2, where it's 5 years on from the outbreak, people have just kind of learned to live with it.
It basically turns turn to Shaun of the Dead.
In a sense.
Yeah, it took longer though. In Shaun of the Dead, it was a matter of 6 months.
Well, I assume you British people are more effective at working out this than Americans.
I'm just going to say this. If I walked down the street and there were domesticated zombies everywhere, it wouldn't really be much different from modern-day London.
Oh!
That's what I was going to say, is that at the end of Shaun of the Dead, I won't spoil it, but there are, at the end, they're flicking through the TV channel and just some very odd, insane stuff comes up, and it is quite amusing.
Yeah. If you haven't watched Shaun of the Dead and you're a zombie fan, you kind of owe it to yourself.
No, not the shotgun porn.
This is the thing, zombies are oversaturated, but I'm not entirely tired of them yet. I still enjoy stuff like this. But there is no argument that they're over-fucking-saturated.
They probably were even like
Oh
in,
no.
like B movies and all that.
Do you think like there's going to be a eventually there's going to be a kind of World War II crash with zombies where like people just stop making zombie games?
Possibly, not sure. Considering that they're really easy enemies to make. Also, no, you're not saving those hooligans. They're hooligans, you know.
Actually, I suppose the argument also is that with World War II games, it's World War II games. You've got like two genres. You've got shooter, you've got strategy. With zombie games, there is a lot more freedom, and you can put zombies anywhere and just create a new kind of premise. It's not like you can make World War II in the 2050s with lasers.
Well,
'Cause that's just modern war. It's a stupid comparison, but I'll stand by it.
the return of the beautiful moosehead. Look at this how magnificent it is in its
What's the
suit.
sound? What was that sound effect? Every time you collide something, it just goes up. Boop, boop.
I don't know, it's just kind of it's just kind of the sound that they got for it, but it doesn't really sound that effective. So there it is. There's the last item we need. Also, look what happens to his health bar when I fuck up for a second here.
Oh,
Oof. He could have easily defected.
mooses. This is why people fear mooses.
Wait, one is called Archie.
Archie and Jason.
I don't get it.
Hi, I'm trying to fix my bike.
It's just not a very common name, Archie.
Oh, I thought it was a reference.
Well, it's a reference to Jason Griffith and Archie Comics.
Why did I know you were going to say that? I don't know how, but I knew you were going to say that.
I don't even know why I said that. I don't care about them
Now,
that
like-
much.
Oh no, Jason, you're not a fucking Viking warrior.
I'm just gonna leave with my moose head. Oh, you're coming with me.
I just like before I took off in this thing, "Just keep with me."
I'll make a path.
I'm disappointed you can't get like survivors to all wear moose heads and then line up in formation with you in charge.
That would be amazing if Red Dead Rising had like 4-player co-op. Time that down a corridor.
I really hope that Dead Rising 3 on PC does actually somehow patch it up to 4 players.
It won't. I don't think so. But
It won't. Probably won't. It'll probably just be a straight port that's competent but doesn't add anything.
I said this to you before. Be thankful it's on PC now.
Yeah, because like when they announced the price cut with the Kinect, I was kind of like, maybe one day. And then, oh, by the way, Dead Rising 3 on PC. I was like, oh, cool, save me 300 quid. It's like, yeah, I'll take it.
Is it possible to kill like every zombie on the map?
I think once you leave an area, like zombies will respawn in places you're not looking. So I don't think so.